Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Kristen DIY. Thanks for watching me. Thank you so much for everyone who is following me along and subscribing, and I just appreciate you guys so much. I could not do this without you. Today I'm going to be updating this older antique-ish looking dresser here. We're going to try something a little bit different. I bought some bamboo sticks off of Amazon, and so I want to give it a textured look on the drawers. So my plan for this dresser is to remove the hardware off the top three. We're going to glue these with some wood glue on the top three drawers, and then we're going to add some new hardware on all of it. I bought these on Amazon as well. I originally wanted the gold color, but they didn't have those. They were out of stock for like 2 weeks. So instead I just bought this black, and we're actually gonna spray paint these gold ourselves. And then I'm gonna be using a new color today. This is Thistle Green by Melange One Paints. So that is my plan for this dresser. I'm hoping, hopefully it looks really cool with the bamboo sticks, and we're also gonna paint these too. Gonna paint the whole thing. So I'm really excited to get started and to see what this looks like. Okay, we have all the hardware removed, and my next step would normally be to scuff sand. And if you're new to my channel, scuff sanding is just a light sanding to get the shine off your furniture to make the paint adhere. But I noticed in the corner there was a little bit of natural wood sticking out, and I decided that I'm going to sand the top down to the natural color just because I think it is going to be beautiful. So instead of my 120 that I use for the scuff sanding, I'm actually going to use 80 grit, and then I'll move down to 120 to make it smooth. So I'm going to sand this down to the raw wood, and then I might use a natural wood stain that I have that I've been wanting to try. And then we're gonna paint the rest and do the bamboo sticks and everything else. But I don't know, I just think this color looks too pretty not to try it. So that's the plan. It's gonna take a while, but that's okay. Hopefully it ends out looking really good. So here we go. Okay, I wanted to give you guys a close-up of how beautiful this wood, this natural wood looks. So there it is. I went ahead and scuff sanded the rest in the drawers, and now it is time to get cleaning. Okay, the next step is to clean, and I use 3 parts water, 1 part vinegar. I mix it up and just clean with it. Okay, so one thing I decided to do was I saw this little piece down here at the bottom of the dresser, and it's really decorative, but it kind of makes it look older, and we're going for a modern look. So I'm just gonna try and remove that if I can. I think it's just glued on, so it really shouldn't be too hard to undo here. It was nailed in, but there are the nails, and it's off. So I think that will just give it a little more modern look. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the stain to the top. This is a Varathane wood stain, and it's sun bleached. So I think it'll just lighten it up a little bit, but it's not gonna be drastic, and that's exactly what I want. I'm just using a cloth. People use different things. This is what I've always used, and it's worked well. Also be sure to mix this up really well before you use it. Okay, we're gonna let that dry since it takes about an hour. I might apply more coats, so just have to wait and see. But now it is time to get to work on the drawers. Okay, we are ready to cut the bamboo sticks that I have. So what I am going to do is just measure it real quick. I don't like to, sometimes I use measuring tape, but sometimes I just like to draw it on exactly where I want it cut, because that just is easier for me. I'm using my miter box saw, and I'm just gonna put it right in the middle. So you just want a flat, straight cut. And these should be really easy just to hold down because they're so thin. Okay, now it's a straight cut. It's exactly the size. So I'm going to take a long time to make a lot of these, enough for 3 drawers. And then once we get those on there, if they need a little bit of sanding, we can always smooth out the edges. So I won't bore you with cutting all of these, but that is the process. I'm just using my miter box saw, marking off exactly where I need it to be measured, and then cutting them. I'm sure that if you had really good scissors, which I do not, mine are all dull, you could use those too because this is pretty thin. All right, I have all the pieces cut for the 3 drawers of bamboo. And so I'm gonna be using some Gorilla Glue, and I'm just gonna put some on there, and then I'll spread it around with a cloth and then lay the sticks down. I'm just gonna do a little at a time so it doesn't dry too fast. And if the edges aren't perfect, that's okay, because we can always sand those down at the end. Okay, we are ready to start painting. So I'm gonna paint the sides of this dresser and the drawers. I'm gonna let the bamboo dry for a little bit longer before I apply paint to those. And again, I'm using Melange 1 paint, and this is a new color. No, I don't remember the color, but it's on the lid, and I'll find it. Okay, now we're ready to spray paint the hardware. So I have some gold ones, but I don't think it's going to match with my spray paint. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a coat of the Swiss-Lamy metallic finish right on all of them. Okay, we are getting so close to being finished with this dresser. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave 1 coat of the stain that we put on because I really like this look. And I am gonna put some polyurethane on there. It's a gloss, but it's clear, and it's just to protect the wood and that stain that we put on there. When you're using these, make sure that you mix it really well. Then I'm just gonna put a thin coat over the entire thing. Okay guys, so I screwed up. I should have let these bamboo sticks properly dry overnight with clamps. As you can see, it's not terrible, but you can see that some of them did not lay flat, and I don't like it. So honestly, it's completely my fault. I should have clamped these and let them dry overnight, but I wanted to get it done in the same day, so I really just rushed it. Also, the bamboo sticks were really thin, and so some of them didn't lay flat. So had I used something thicker that laid flat, I wouldn't have had to clamp all night and let it dry. Still, I don't like it, and now I'm gonna fix it. So I'm going to take all of these off, sand it down, and then what I did is I went to Home Depot and I tried to find some fluted wood pieces, but they were out of that. So I just bought these wood pieces, and I cut them to size, and now we're gonna use these instead. Yes, it's a lot more work, but I'm not gonna give up on this, and I'm gonna give it a textured look that I actually want. So in the end, it was completely my fault, but I'm not gonna quit, and we're gonna make this look really cool. So now I just have to get all of these off, and then we will glue the bamboo sticks on, or the new wood pieces on. Okay, as you can see, I removed the bamboo sticks. It actually was pretty quick, so that was nice. And now I sanded these down so they're nice and smooth. And now we're just gonna glue these wood pieces on. It did take me a while to cut them all because I just have that saw that I was using. But that's okay. Lesson learned on my part. Okay, so these are all on there nicely. They're even. This looks a lot better than what I did last time. So what I did do is I sanded down the edges so that it would look better, and then I cleaned that up. And so now we're finally ready to paint these. Super excited and hoping it turns out way better. This green is definitely my new favorite green also. Okay guys, here it is. What are your thoughts? What do you think? I am loving the texture. I think it looks really good. I love the contrast between the raw wood and the color, the green color. That is definitely my new favorite green. And again, that is Thistle Green from Melange Paints. As you can see, I added the gold hardware, and then I added the two knobs in the middle just because I thought it would give it a fun look. But yeah, here it is. Let me know your thoughts. If you guys have any questions, I would love to hear those. And thank you again so much for watching my channel. Please remember to hit like and subscribe. Thanks again.